Hey, what's up, YouTube family? I'm back with another video. Like I said, I was going to try to do them daily. I'm Lewis, Godlike Collectibles, and I'm here to do a mail call and show off some stuff that I ended up getting in the mail. I ended up getting a card of to put towards my collection, and also I ended up getting a mail call from Comic Tom 101. It's the mystery mail call. I've been a member of that now for about a couple years already. Could be almost three years now. And let's put it like this: I've been in it so long, I got grandfathered into the price, the original price that it cost to get it. I think it's a lot more now. It's like 40 bucks or something like that. But in any case, I'm going to go over the stuff that I got here. I'm going to show it off real quick. And then I want to talk about a couple of things, as far as slabs are concerned when it comes to card grading. Which one do you guys use? What do I use? Who do I think is the best? We have PSA. We got Beckett. We also have SGC, CSG, and now even CGC has gone from the comic game into the card game, like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna show off some of these slabs, just so you could get an idea of what they look like, what the differences are, and yeah. So let me start off by I got this card that I picked up, baseball card, for my collection. I'm picking up Puerto Rican players that played in the major leagues, in the Major League Baseball. And I remember my dad always telling me about this one player, Victor Peyot. And I was like, huh. So I looked him up. And, as a kid, I used to hear stories. My dad used to see him play out in Puerto Rico. So he was a first baseman, came in during the 50s. I believe his rookie card is in 54, if I'm not mistaken. So I started collecting some of his cards. And now I'm doing a PSA registry, set registry of Vic Powers' his main cards. So this is what I picked up on eBay, and this is a 1965 Topps Vic Power. Very nice card. Actually looks really good. I was a little hesitant at first to get it because it's graded a 5. But after looking at it in person, actually doesn't look bad at all. The bottom corner is a little bit, but for the most part, beautiful card. And it pops. I love the vintage cards because they pop. There's something about them, you know what I mean, that I just love, especially when they're slabbed up. They look absolutely unbelievable. But this is Vic Power, first baseman. One of the best Puerto Rican players that ever came up in the league, for sure. Not a Hall of Famer, but pretty awesome. So I'm kind of happy to add that to my collection, of my Vic Power collection. Now there's some comics for all you comic collectors out there that like comic. This is the mystery mail call of Comic Tom that I told you about. You could check him out. He's on Instagram, all that stuff, under the same name, Comic Tom 101. You could check him out. Sign up for his mystery mail call if that's what you want to do. Always usually sends you like artwork and all that. I'll be honest with you, I haven't really been looking it up as far as for this month, what was supposed to be in this one. There's always like special exclusives and stuff like that. And I have not been on the up and up checking it out. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be a surprise for me as it is for you. So let's start it off with this here, like this. So what do we got? Okay, we got the comic tags, Scout Comics, the Electric Black, just like a digital comic, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Then we got some artwork here. Usually when you scan this, you get to see what's in this month's exclusives and stuff like that. So let's start it off here. All right. This is Patrick the Wolf Boy. All right. It's one of their exclusives, like for kids and stuff like that. Okay, we got a Man of Steel #4. This is from the miniseries, I believe. Yeah, it was a 6-part miniseries. So you can see that there. We got Miles Morales, Spider-Man #1. Okay, cool. And there's a certificate of authenticity in the back too. So this is limited to 2,500 copies, guys. So this is pretty cool. Bride Comics, okay. So this is actually pretty dope, man. I like this. Feeling that. Very cool. Let's see what the next one is. Okay. Oh, okay. Book of Slaughter. It's a thick one here. So this has to do with probably something's killing the children. Yeah. Nice cover. Ooh, this is cool. Darkwing Duck #1. Dynamite. That's a really cool cover. I like that. I remember the cartoon when I was a kid. Back in the day. This is nice. Very cool. Feeling that. Definitely feeling that. So yeah, I get this every month. I get a package like this. And like I said, there's a couple of exclusives, like that Miles Morales, I believe, was the exclusive of the month. And I'm not sure, maybe the Book of Slaughter was too. But I get this every month. And, you know, it's kind of cool because it's like a surprise. I get a surprise, you know, of what I'm going to get. I never know. So it's always like 5 to 7 books of something cool, the artwork. And I've been subscribed to him for a long time. I haven't watched a lot of the videos lately, but I used to watch the videos, Comic Times videos all the time. But, you know, it's kind of tough to stay with like one hobby when you're involved in multiple. Like I like collecting cards, I like collecting comics, action figures, all that stuff. So because I'm a little bit of everything, you know, I can't just stay zoned in on one, you know. So usually when I take a break from comic books, I dive deeper into the card collecting, and then vice versa, go back into collecting, comics again. But going back into the whole thing I wanted to talk about with the slabs, you know, one of the things I've noticed is that PSA has always stood at the top, always. Beckett at one point was very high up there with it. They were kind of neck and neck. And based on what you would get as far as a score, 9.5 Gem Mint or a 10 Pristine, and, you know, the black label from Beckett. And, you know, it would kind of like be more valued than a PSA 10. But in recent, I don't know, maybe a year, the last year or so, Beckett has been taking kind of a hit. And statistically, you could tell that they haven't been getting as many submissions and stuff like that. But I wanted to show off some of these slabs just to give you my opinion on what I think looks best or what I think is best. As far as value-wise, money-wise, like if you're looking to flip and resell these cards, then PSA is probably the way to go. Now, if it's a card that's like, you know, a off-the-hook vintage card or a card that's very sought after, as long as it's in a high grade, it probably won't matter too much if it's Beckett or PSA or SGC. But For the most part, PSA usually takes it all, right? Takes the cake. But I'm gonna show you like a couple of slabs, right? PSA. So there's a little Michael Jordan that I got here. Nothing special. Not an expensive card at all. Maybe a $15, $20 card. I picked it up. It was cheap. I liked it. PSA, I've been doing set registries with the baseball, with my baseball collection. It could be addicting, guys. It really can be addicting and dangerous. Financially, you got to be careful, right? But this is the way they look. It's a clean look, thin. It's not really that big. It's nice. You know what I mean? Very nice, like when you're collecting them and putting them together. Like the little red look on it. You know, it's cool. In the beginning, I'll be honest with you, they were not my favorite. Because I thought that they didn't have the clearest or the best looking slab. Then I'll show you a Beckett. I'm taking out the plastic. That way you get a better look at it. So this is a Beckett. Okay. Now, one thing I will say about Beckett, a lot thicker slab, but a lot more sturdier. I actually saw a YouTube video where there was a guy that took different slabs, SGC, PSA, and a Beckett slab. He put it in a bucket of water. And this was the only slab that did not ruin the card. The other cards got wet in PSA and in SGC. But the one that was in the Beckett slab did not get wet. So this one is truly like waterproof. But you can actually see how nice and tight it is in there. It's not sliding. You know, I've seen PSA cards, like cards in a PSA slab that would move and shift. But this one is pretty solid. Really like this. So this is a little Jorge Posada rookie card. Nothing special, nothing major. Not really a super high grade. Then we got an SGC slab, right? I got this Mickey Mantle, graded a 1. I'm a big Yankee fan, just in case you didn't realize. But SGC slabs, I tell you what, I do like the fact that they have like the black, that is not see-through. They call this a tuxedo slab. These are very nice. And especially with vintage cards, for some reason, vintage cards look absolutely beautiful in them. Really love them. So this is my Mickey Mantle, 1969 tops. And then we have, I'm going to take it out of the package, a CSG slab. Okay? I got this Ken Griffey rookie. Now, this in the beginning I thought was probably going to be my favorite slab because of how clear the picture is. Like the card just, you can see the card beautifully through here. It's like looking through glass. It's how good this is. You know what I mean? And then when they changed this label, this used to be a green label. They changed it now to the black label, so it actually looks really cool. So this Griffey, it just stands out. I just love the way it looks, right? And it's the same as these here. So I'm going to show you a CGC slab for cards. I have this Yu-Gi-Oh card in here, a Toon Mermaid, first edition. And it's the same exact slab as the Ken Griffey, as you can see, because apparently they are the same company, so to speak. Like they're under the same umbrella, but it's the same exact slab. So these slabs look absolutely stunning. And what I love about it is that they made it look like the comic book slabs on the top, where you got the nice big number. It just looks really clear. So these cards look gorgeous in these slabs. They just look absolutely stunning. I love it. So, you know, in that sense, I really do believe that SGC and CGC have an advantage over the competition as far as clarity goes on the slab. Now, as far as what your preference is, you know, I kind of do like the CGC, the SGC slab with the one they had the Mickey Mantle. I really like that slab too, because it has the black on it, so it's not see-through, which I think is also very cool. And especially for the vintage cards, it really looks nice. But because I'm doing a PSA registry, I'm kind of like leaning towards PSA, and because your cards hold higher value with PSA. At the end of the day, that's the bottom line. Now if you're looking to collect it for yourself, then choose whatever slab you think you like best, right? And then there's some people that they do a Frankenstein collection, so to speak, right? They buy a little bit of all the slabs, right? They try to get the best deal, and the best deal might be on a different kind of slab. You know what I mean? You might get a better deal on a 10 on, let's say, CSG than you would on a PSA 10. There's more value on a PSA 10. So in that case, it all up to you. Now, what about, what do you think about buying slabs, like cards already slabbed, or sending out to grade? Because there's a lot of people that like to buy the card raw rather than sending it out. Rather than buying it already graded, right? Because sometimes when it's graded, it's going to cost you more than it would a raw card. Now, but here's the thing. Depending on the card, you don't know what kind of grade you're going to get. So it really depends on the card. What do you think the card is going to grade at? And there's sometimes when you're looking at a card, it may look like a 10 to you. It might look perfect. But when they start really analyzing it, putting under the light and all this stuff and checking it, sometimes they find imperfections in the surface, little edges or whatever, things that you might not see with the naked eye and can't really tell the difference between a 9 and a 10. And then that one grade, changes the price significantly. So I try not to get caught up in the grade, because I like to buy the graded slabs, because a lot of the slabs that, especially now with this collection that I'm building around Puerto Rican players, there's only 5 Puerto Rican Hall of Famers in baseball, right? You got Edgar Martinez, Ivan Rodriguez, you have Clemente, Cepeda, and I'm missing one. Cepeda, Clemente, Pudge Rodriguez, Edgar Martinez. Man, it'll come to me. I know there's one more. But, those players are probably going to bring you the most money is going to be the Clemente and Cepeda, right? Those are the most expensive ones out of those. But everybody else, I could buy PSA rookie cards for like $20 or less. So when you think about that, if I want to build my set of PSA players, I'm not going to buy a raw card and spend $5 on a raw card maybe to then send it out to PSA, pay for it to get graded, which would probably be like $20 plus shipping or whatever. So it's still going to cost me more or less the same, but I also have to wait probably 3 months to get the card. You know what I mean? Depending on how backed up they are. So in my case, like I was able to get a Pudge Rodriguez card for like not even $20, graded a 9. I'm good with that. I just want them in my collection. You know what I mean? I want to be able to own the card. That's because I'm not looking to sell it. So, in that sense, and even like the Mickey Mantle that you saw there, it's graded a 1. You know what I mean? And in reality, I'm just happy to have the card. As a fan of the Yankees, a fan of baseball and Mickey Mantle, I just wanted the card. He's one of the most iconic players to collect. And his cards go for an astronomical amount of money. I'm not looking to spend all that money. I just want to be able to say, hey, I own a Mickey Mantle card. So when I saw it, I picked it up. And I already picked it up slabbed. So, but I'd like to get your thoughts on it. You could comment below. Tell me what you think. What slab you like the best? You know what I mean? Who's your favorite team? And just comment below. Let me know. You know what I mean? So like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. God bless and be safe.